very good morning to all the viewers who are watching my video at present. So on this previous video जो कि मेरा पिछला video था, I have said all about the coins or punch stamped coins. Okay, so in this video, punch marked coins, you can say that. So in this video I'll be discussing Indo-Greek coins and some of the coins which are even related to the periods and different periods of ancient history. Okay, so based upon that we'll be having the information or additional information for the above given question of Indo-Greek or ancient India. Okay, without wasting time, let me move to the Indo-Greek coins. Here is the bold letter which is be underlined for you. सभी बोल्ड लेटर आपके लिए अंडरलाइन किया गया है कि इंडो ग्रीक पीरियड में यूजुअली कॉइन्स कैसा रहता था वही इसमें डिस्प्ले किया गया है. तो फिर अगर इंडो एंड ग्रीक मिलकर आखिर आपको कुछ समझ आ रहा होगा ना, मीन्स जो कि ग्रीक से आकर इंडो में या फिर इंडियन में रूल करने लगे, तो उनका यूजुअली कॉइन्स कैसा था वही हम इसमें डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है, वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट हाउ द इंडो ग्रीक इंट्रोड्यूस्ड डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ coins in their period. Okay, so first and foremost thing which I want to stick is that they usually do not prepare gold coins because we know that metallic luster, malleability, ductility, so it doesn't forms from that. If one is going to form an image of any king, then the gold will definitely cannot replace his or cannot replace the size. Okay, understand is shape, not size, shape. So that's the thing why they even do not prefer gold. Rather than that, they usually prefer silver, copper, nickel and lead. So first and foremost thing you have to introduce that they usually prepare the coin from silver, copper, nickel and lead. Okay, then after we'll be showcasing the buster head of ruler. So usually in the coins they usually save the Boston head of rulers. Okay, the Boston only head of the rulers they usually used to form in the image or in the coins. Okay, then after the legends were mentioned in two languages. What are the usually the coins are been mentioned? So in two languages they usually prefer. One is in Greek. Okay, in Greek on the one side, and then Kathrosti, Khara rosti in the other side of the coin. Okay, so usually the Greek god and goddesses were commonly mentioned in the Indo-Greek coins. Okay, so here itself it mentioned that they usually have the goddesses name, Greek goddesses name in the Indo-Greek coins. Okay, then after issuing monarchy, year of issue, sometimes the image of regiant king. Okay, they usually form the image of regiant king who have already passed away. So that's the thing, issuing different kinds of coins on their memory, we can also even say that. Okay, then after the Kusan king introduced Greek custom of engraving portrait head of coins. Okay, so Kusan king who have introduced Greek custom of what? Engraving portrait head. So portrait head of coins. So who even introduced the portrait head? The introduced that is Kusan king. Okay, the Kusana's coins were adorned with helmed bust of the different kinds of gestures of the king. Okay, so this is how the Indo-Greek coins or the Indo-Greek coins even been introduced at the period of ancient India. Okay, so then after, without wasting any time, we'll be moving to different coin ages, or you can say that different coins which are being used in different used by different kings and rulers under ancient Indian period. Okay, so let me move to the topic. So here is a visualization for you. So it is of king one side and the king Faber's deity on the reverse side. So this is how the Kusana's king usually prefer to have their manufacturation of the coin. So one is of king and there is a Faber deity of the king. Means usually मैं अगर महाराजा हूँ, I am Maharaja Chhatrapati Shivaji. So I usually prefer for any goddesses which is my favorite. Okay, at that one side I will be placing my picture, and the other side I will be placing the goddesses which I prefer. That's the thing which you have to know that. Then after coin of Satavahanas. Okay, this is all about coin by Satavahanas. So usually what the Satavahanas usually prefer. So one of the following topic is that one of the following very important scientific innovation, we can also say that they used to have alloys. So the alloy has begained its presence. So alloy means what we all know, that combination of two or you can say that combination of two any metals. Okay, combination of two any metals which forms alloy, right? So in the similar fashion they usually have mostly used lead. Okay, so usually they used to prefer coins of lead, and silver coins are absent. Usually at the time silver coins are absent. In place of silver they used to merge out silver coins made up of protein. So usually protein is what alloy of silver and copper. Okay, so then after devoid of beauty and artistic medicine, they usually prefer different kinds of coins are devoid and any beauty of artistic metal. So it means they used to give importance to husbandry. You can say that animal husbandry. You can even say that. So before by that we can even have the visualization elephant, horse, lion, and chaitya. So what chaitya? Okay, what is this all thing? What is this all preferable coins engraved in the in the coins of Satavahanas? Usually they form one side of animals like elephant, horses, lions, and chatyas, and the other shows the Ujjaini symbol. So one is animal, then after their own favorite stupas. Okay, Ujjaini. So then after that, deletes were used by Parikshit. So Parikshit also been used by the deletes. Then after Indo Cynetrians. Okay, Indo-Cynetrians. What Indo-Cynetrians? What is Indo-Cynetrians? So these usually preferable by what the beer dates in the Sakha era. So beer dated in Sakha era, which is 70, which is even started in 78 AD Anno Domini. Okay, then after the coins were western strapped. Okay, the coins were western strapped, king on one side and the other carrying device of Buddhist chatya or stupa. Okay, different kinds of stupas which has been manufactured or which has been made at the time. They used to prefer that. One is king and there is Buddhist stupa. Then after it is also been generally used for Parikshit language itself. Okay, then after we'll be going for Gupta age. What are the different coin which are been preferred in the Gupta age? We will be also discussing on that. Okay. So these are the different coin issued in Gupta age. So what are the different coins which has been used in Gupta age? Mainly gold. Okay, Gupta age usually prefer for gold. Although they issued silver and copper, though silver and copper also been used. So silver coins were issued only after Chandragupta II. So Chandragupta II, after Chandragupta II, they were have not after in the period of Chandragupta II itself, they even started silver coin publishing. Then after description found in the coin, what are the different kinds of description usually found in the coins? Usually they performing what are the these are the things which is even performing. So one side of the coin, the king standing and making obligation before an altar, playing veena, performing. Means they usually have cultural description. So we should have to know what is cultural description of a different performance. So usually they used to prefer cultural description here, different kinds of plays. Okay, so this is how they usually performs. Okay, on the other side is goddesses. Okay, they usually prefer that. Then after the inscription of coin were all Sanskrit Brahmani script. So Brahmani scripts has been followed at the period of Gupta II. Chandragupta II. Then after coins inspires emperor not only the material artist or activities like hunting, posing weapon, also issues activities like playing in veena. So cultural as well as the material activities also been published under the Gupta age. Okay, coin age issued by Gupta age. Okay, coin issued by Gupta age. Okay, then after we'll be discussing about coin of Vardhanas. Okay. Yeah, here is the visualization of coins of Vardhanas. So what is the coins which usually been used in the Vardhana period? So when we discuss about Vardhanas, then we have to know who is Harshvardhana. So the most important king under his kingdomship, under his rulership, the coins were being published. We can say that a specified coin contains different kinds of instrumentation, or we can say that different kinds of symbols, which has been published at the period of Harshavardhana at the Kanuj and Vardhanas of Kantha. Thaneswara and Kanuj. Okay, so what is the coin usually preferred? Here is the underlined red bold letter. So head of king, one is of another one side of the silver coins containing head of the king, and another side is will contain the peacock. Okay, this is how the coins of Vardhanas been published. Then after the last, I will be discussing about Cholians. So what is usually Cholians is all about. Chaulians. Okay, so Chaulians, one side of the coin contains the image of lion, and temple, and the legend, and the left side are been left blank. So this is how the Vardhanas and the Chaunikyas are being publishing the coins. So I hope that you have got the information about different coinages of Indo-Greek to coins of Chaunians. So I hope that next video I'll be discussing about different ancient history or ancient history of coins. So let me end this video itself, because it should not be too much lengthy. So I hope, thank you all.